On August 25, 2025, Elon Musk just fired the most explosive shot in tech history. In a bombshell 61-page lawsuit filed in Texas federal court, Musk accused Apple and OpenAI of forming what he calls a tale of two monopolists joining forces to crush AI competition. This isn't just another corporate spat, this is David versus two Goliaths. Except David happens to be worth $250 billion and controls Tesla, SpaceX, and X. Today, we're diving deep into this unprecedented legal battle that could reshape the entire artificial intelligence industry and determine who controls the future of AI. Let me break down exactly what Musk is alleging, because these accusations are staggering. First, Musk claims Apple and OpenAI have created an illegal monopolistic alliance. According to the lawsuit, Apple controls 65% of the US smartphone market, while OpenAI dominates 80% of the generative AI chatbot space. Together, they've allegedly locked up markets to maintain their monopolies and prevent innovators like X and XAI from competing. The core allegation centers on Apple's exclusive partnership with OpenAI, announced in June 2024, which integrated ChatGPT directly into Siri, iOS, iPadOS, and macOS. Musk argues this gives OpenAI unprecedented access to billions of user queries from hundreds of millions of iPhones, data that's crucial for improving AI models but unavailable to competitors like his Grok chatbot. But here's where it gets really interesting. Musk also accuses Apple of manipulating App Store rankings to favor ChatGPT over competing AI apps. Despite Grok receiving over 1 million reviews with a 4.9-star average, Musk claims Apple refuses to feature it in any prominent lists or rankings. The financial stakes: Musk's companies are seeking billions in damages and a court order to permanently block Apple and OpenAI from continuing their alleged illegal arrangement. Before we dive deeper, let's examine Musk's history with high-stakes litigation, because this isn't his first rodeo with OpenAI. Musk co-founded OpenAI with Sam Altman in 2015 as a nonprofit focused on developing AI for the benefit of humanity. But relationships soured when Musk left in 2018 over disagreements about the company's direction. Since then, their rivalry has intensified dramatically. In 2024, Musk filed a separate lawsuit against OpenAI and Altman, alleging they betrayed OpenAI's founding mission by prioritizing profits over public good. OpenAI countered with accusations of harassment, claiming Musk has engaged in a sham bid to acquire the company for $97.4 billion. The pattern is clear. Musk doesn't just compete. He weaponizes the legal system when he feels competitors have unfair advantages. We saw this with his acquisition of Twitter, now X, for $44 billion, where he initially tried to back out before ultimately completing the deal under legal pressure. Now, with his AI company, XAI, valued at $18 billion and competing directly with OpenAI's $300 billion valuation, Musk is using his favorite strategy. If you can't beat them in the market, beat them in court. To understand why this lawsuit matters, we need to examine Apple's AI strategy and why the OpenAI partnership was so crucial. Apple was notably late to the AI party. While Google, Microsoft, and OpenAI were racing ahead with generative AI, Apple remained focused on its traditional strengths. By 2024, it was clear they needed to catch up fast or risk losing relevance in the AI revolution. The OpenAI deal was strategic genius from Apple's perspective. According to industry analysts, integrating ChatGPT into their ecosystem saved Apple an estimated $10 billion in R&D costs that would have been required to develop comparable AI capabilities internally. More importantly, it gave them instant access to the world's most popular AI assistant. For OpenAI, the deal provided something even more valuable: distribution. With access to over 2 billion Apple devices worldwide, OpenAI gained an unprecedented platform to showcase ChatGPT's capabilities and convert free users to paying customers for premium services. The technical integration is sophisticated. Apple's private cloud compute ensures user privacy, while intelligence handoff allows Siri to seamlessly delegate complex queries to ChatGPT. This isn't just a simple partnership. It's a deep technical collaboration that would be extremely difficult for competitors to replicate. But here's the crucial point. Musk is attacking. The deal was structured as exclusive. While Apple claims they're open to partnering with other AI companies, No other major AI provider has achieved similar integration. Google's Gemini and Meta's Llama remain sidelined on iOS, forcing them to compete primarily through their own apps rather than system-wide integration. Musk's lawsuit comes at a moment when big tech is facing unprecedented antitrust scrutiny across multiple fronts. Google recently lost a major antitrust case over its search monopoly, with the Department of Justice now considering breaking up the company. Meta is facing a high-stakes FTC lawsuit over its acquisition strategy. Apple itself is already battling the DOJ in a separate antitrust case alleging smartphone market monopolization. The legal precedent is significant. In the Google search case, federal courts found that exclusive default agreements with device manufacturers constitute illegal monopolization. Musk's lawyers are drawing direct parallels, arguing that Apple's exclusive ChatGPT integration follows the same anti-competitive playbook. Legal experts are divided on the case's prospects. Some argue that Apple's dominant smartphone position could indeed bolster claims of illegal tying, essentially forcing iPhone users to accept ChatGPT to access advanced AI features. Others counter that Apple made a legitimate business decision in a competitive market and has no obligation to help rivals gain market share. The timing is also strategic. With the Trump administration taking a more aggressive stance on tech antitrust, as evidenced by the DOJ's recent lawsuit blocking Hewlett-Packard Enterprise's acquisition of Juniper Networks, Musk may be betting on favorable regulatory wins. This lawsuit represents more than just a legal dispute. It's a symptom of the broader AI competition war that's reshaping Silicon Valley. The stakes couldn't be higher. McKinsey estimates the AI market will reach $1 trillion by 2030, with generative AI alone representing a $400 billion opportunity. Control of this market will determine which companies dominate the next decade of technological innovation. Currently, OpenAI maintains commanding market leadership with approximately 80% of the generative AI chatbot market. ChatGPT remains the most downloaded free AI app in the US and has become synonymous with AI for millions of users. This dominance creates powerful network effects. More users generate more data, which improves the model, which attracts even more users. Musk's xAI, meanwhile, launched just 2 years ago and is struggling for visibility despite technical achievements. Grok has integrated features that compete directly with ChatGPT, including integration into Tesla vehicles and X social media platform. But without access to Apple's ecosystem, xAI faces a massive distribution disadvantage. The competitive dynamics are brutal. Emerging AI companies are finding themselves squeezed between platform monopolies on one side and established tech giants on the other. Google's Gemini, Meta's Llama, and startups like Anthropic and Perplexity all face similar challenges accessing iPhone users, the world's most valuable consumer demographic for premium AI services. Even more concerning for competitors is the data advantage. Every ChatGPT query from an iPhone user helps train OpenAI's models while providing zero benefit to rivals. In an industry where data is the ultimate competitive moat, this exclusive access could prove insurmountable. After examining all the evidence, here's my honest take on who's likely to win this legal battle. Musk has stronger arguments than many critics acknowledge. The antitrust landscape has shifted dramatically against big tech, and courts are increasingly skeptical of exclusive arrangements that cement market dominance. The Google search precedent provides a roadmap for challenging default agreements, and Apple's smartphone monopoly makes tying arrangements legally vulnerable. However, Musk faces significant challenges. Apple can argue this was a legitimate business decision driven by consumer demand for AI features. They moved quickly to integrate the best available AI technology rather than waiting years to develop inferior alternatives. Courts generally favor innovation over forced sharing of competitive advantages. The OpenAI relationship also isn't entirely exclusive. Apple has suggested they're open to additional partnerships, and competing apps like Perplexity and DeepSeek have periodically reached one in App Store rankings. This undermines claims of systematic suppression. Most importantly, Musk's credibility as a plaintiff is questionable. His ongoing feud with Sam Altman appears deeply personal, and OpenAI's characterization of this as ongoing harassment may resonate with judges. When your primary argument is that you should have gotten the deal instead, it's hard to claim you're fighting for competition rather than your own interests. My prediction: Musk will likely lose the core antitrust claims but may succeed in forcing more transparency around App Store ranking algorithms. The real victory might be the publicity and regulatory pressure this lawsuit generates. Regardless of the lawsuit's outcome, this legal battle reveals fundamental tensions that will shape AI's future. First, platform power is becoming the ultimate competitive advantage in AI. Control of distribution channels, whether through smartphones, search engines, or social media, matters more than technical superiority. This suggests we're moving toward a bifurcated market where platform owners control AI access while independent developers struggle for visibility. Second, the regulatory response will determine whether AI remains a competitive market or becomes dominated by a few integrated giants. If Musk's lawsuit succeeds, it could force more open access to platform distribution. If it fails, we may see further consolidation as AI companies seek acquisition by platform owners rather than trying to compete independently. Third, this battle highlights the global nature of AI competition. While US companies fight in court, Chinese competitors like DeepSeek are gaining ground through different strategies. The ultimate winners may be those who focus on building better products rather than litigating market access. For consumers, the implications are mixed. Integrated AI experiences like Apple's ChatGPT partnership provide seamless, powerful capabilities. But they also reduce choice and could lead to higher prices as competition diminishes. The AI revolution is just beginning, but this lawsuit suggests it will be shaped as much by lawyers and regulators as by engineers and entrepreneurs. What do you think? Will Musk's lawsuit succeed in breaking up the Apple OpenAI alliance? Or is this just another case of sour grapes from a competitor who lost out on a major deal? Drop your predictions in the comments below. If this deep dive into the biggest AI legal battle of 2025 was valuable to you, smash that like button and subscribe to the Knowledge Brief for more no-nonsense analysis of the tech stories that actually matter. Hit the notification bell so you never miss our latest breakdowns of the trends shaping our digital future. Until next time, stay informed, stay curious, and keep questioning everything.